Hello and welcome back, artists and designers. Today we're going to go ahead and set up our document for the color wheel project. So I have this file posted. I'm going to recommend you go ahead and download this file, and I'm going to hop over to Photoshop here, and we're going to go ahead and make our document 10 inches by 10 inches. So this is a square document, 300 for the resolution, RGB for our color, and then I'm going to say our background, let's default to black, although that doesn't matter, we can change it later. So let's hit create. Alright, the next thing we're going to want to do is I want to have you guys show your rulers. So by default they're not shown. So go ahead up here to view and down to where it says rulers and just go ahead and make sure that is checked. And then you should get your rulers to pop up. They typically default to pixels. So if you right click on the ruler, we're going to change it from pixels to inches so that we can see, again, you've got 10 inches here and 10 inches here. So I want to put some guidelines in the center. If I drag from the ruler, I can get a guideline out here, but sometimes it's hard to snap right to the center, and I want to have a center point here and one coming down from the top. So I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to go ahead up to view, and I'm going to go down to new guide, and I'm going to add a guide in here, and I'm going to do horizontal, and I'm just going to go ahead and type in 5 for 5 inches. Hit OK. That puts the halfway point here, and then I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to go to view, new guide, and this time I'll do vertical and 5 for that one and hit OK. And now I've got the exact center point of my canvas, which makes my life a little bit easier. The other thing you might want to do, because you can accidentally move these guides, so if you want to go ahead and lock them, I'm going to go up to view, and I'm going to go down one more time, and I'm going to do lock guides, and that will prevent you from moving those guides around by accident. So there we go. All right, next thing I want to do is I want to put my color wheel template inside of this document. So we had it over here. I went ahead and downloaded that already. So I'm going to jump back in here, and I'm going to do a file and place embedded, and I'm going to go grab that color wheel document. Oops, I'm going to grab it. It's on my computer. Where is it? There it is. Take that, and I'm going to resize that, scale that up, and put that in there. While you are resizing this, this is going to come in really handy later. So as you grab the corner and you resize this, and again, don't worry about it too much. And it looks really terrible right now. Don't worry. It's going to look better in a second. But while you're in the process of resizing it, do me a favor. Go up here. And this little box by default isn't checked. And what that's going to do, if you look at the center of my image, it adds a little target here. And this little target is going to come in really handy in the next couple steps. So as you are resizing or scaling up your color wheel, go ahead and check that little box up top here, and that'll make your life a little bit easier later. So I'm going to go ahead and make it about as big as I want. Hit enter. It will re-render, and I'm going to go ahead and move that and just kind of get that lined up pretty much right on that center point. So you want to zoom in and just double check and make sure that the center of that color wheel looks pretty well aligned with the center, and that looks pretty good. All right, so now I have that. I've got my color wheel in there. It is inside of my document. I'm going to go ahead and lock that layer out. I'm going to hit the lock icon. We are ultimately going to get rid of that color wheel layer, but that is going to be really helpful to get us to get everything lined up on the document and make everything work pretty smoothly. So I'm going to stop at that point, and I will see you in the next video here. But before I go, let's go ahead and save this document. So I'm going to recommend that we go ahead and save this to the cloud for right now. You can always save it to your Google Drive later. So I'm going to go ahead and call this color wheel, and go ahead and add your name to the end of it. All right, I'm going to hit save. That is now saved to my cloud, and I'm good to go. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll add our elements in here and start cutting stuff out.